In April 2025, a headline told the world we had found a gas on a planet 124 light-years away that here on Earth is made almost only by living things. We did not find life, and the honest story of what that signal actually turned out to be, and why being able to argue about it at all is the real miracle, is better than the headline ever was. The planet is called K2-18b. It is a sub-Neptune, bigger than Earth, smaller than Neptune, orbiting a small, cool red dwarf star in the constellation Leo, comfortably in the zone where liquid water could, in principle, exist. The gas that made the headlines is called dimethyl-sulfide, DMS. On Earth, it pours mostly off ocean plankton. It is one of the molecules astronomers genuinely hope to find, because here, life is nearly its only source. So mark this carefully, because everything depends on it. A gas that suggests life on one planet is not the same as life. It is a hint, and a hint is a beginning, not an answer. Here, the same molecule can be made without anything alive at all, by ordinary chemistry in a strange sky we have never seen up close. The whole of this story is the difference between those two things, told honestly. And if you came here wanting that distinction kept clean, you are exactly the kind of person this was made for. How do you even sniff the air of a world you will never reach? You wait for the planet to cross in front of its star. For a few hours, a sliver of starlight filters through the planet's atmosphere on its way to us. And every gas in that air drinks specific colors of light, leaving thin, dark gaps in the spectrum. A barcode. The James Webb Space Telescope reads that barcode. Stop and feel the size of that. We are sorting the colors of starlight that graze the edge of a planet over 1,000 trillion kilometers away, and asking what its sky is made of. That part is not hype. That part is real, and it is astonishing, and you are right to be moved by it. So in April 2025, a team led by Niku Madhusudan reported a possible signal of DMS in that barcode. They were careful with their words. They called it a possible detection at roughly 3 sigma. 3 sigma. Here is what that number honestly means. It is a measure of how unlikely a result is to be a fluke. And 3 sigma sounds strong, but in physics it is not a discovery. It is a look harder. It's the level where promising signals appear all the time, and a good fraction of them later dissolve. The bar to claim something real is 5 sigma. So this was a claim, clearly labeled as such by the people who made it. Not a confirmation. A door opened a crack. And then science did the thing it is actually for. Other teams took the same data and tried to break the result. When they re-examined how Webb's infrared light was binned, grouped together before analysis, the signal began to come apart. Binning is just a choice about how finely to slice the data, and that choice should never decide whether a molecule is there. But under alternative, equally reasonable binning of the MIRI data, about 87.5% of their atmospheric fits did not support DMS at all. The supposed fingerprint was consistent with red noise. The random wandering of the instrument itself, the slow drift of the machine, dressed up as a molecule. One paper put it about as plainly as science ever does. K2-18b, it said, does not meet the standards of evidence for life. That is not a failure. That is the system working in broad daylight, a claim made in public and tested in public by people who would have loved for it to be true. So strip away the headline. What is left standing? Quite a lot, and it is verified. K2-18b really does have an atmosphere, a hydrogen-rich envelope with water vapor measured in it. A genuine sub-Neptune sky, 1,000 trillion kilometers away, weighed by the light passing through it. The ocean beneath that sky, the surface, the question of whether anything lives there, those remain open. The 5 sigma bar has not been cleared by anyone. We do not know, and we do not know, said plainly, is one of the most honest and most powerful sentences in all of science. So here is the honest accounting. We did not find life. A careful team claimed a possible biosignature at 3 sigma. A careful reanalysis showed most of the evidence dissolves into noise. What stays verified is a watery, hydrogen-rich sky on a distant world, and an open question we have not earned the right to answer yet. And the wonder was never the gas. It was this, that our species can weigh an atmosphere 124 light-years away, and then, out loud, correct itself. If you'd rather have your ore with the receipts attached, there's a free one-page guide in the description. The claim, the reanalysis, and the open question kept honestly apart, because the truth didn't need to be aliens to leave you speechless. This is Cosmos Tested,